Hi, I'm Victor from Calgary, Alberta, and I'm a graduate of Dan Locke's High Ticket Closer certification program. So I joined Dan's program because I've been chasing the idea, this concept of financial freedom for a number of years. And I've been getting there, sort of. I've gotten some assets, I've gotten some cash flow, this concept of passive living, income exceeding expenses. I've achieved some of it, but not enough to really impact my life. And it wasn't until recently that I actually learned that I've been wanting to actually achieve the concept of financial confidence, the ability to go out and actually produce an income on my terms, right? With who I want, when I want, where I want, and how I want. And that's when I was introduced to Dan's program and realized that this is what I've actually been chasing, and this is going to gain me the financial confidence that I've been seeking. I have taken other programs to try and accomplish the same thing, and I've spent as much as $10,000 to $20,000 for those types of programs. You name it, I've done it. Every guru, every thought leader that's out there. And what those programs have always been missing is the element of being actually live and actually having the person there to teach one-on-one and make it a dynamic experience. No different than going to school, no different than going and learning some sort of sport, or learning like an instrument, or in my case martial arts, just as Dan's background. There's a lot to be said for learning it live and having that dynamic element there, and there's a different level of accountability. So I think that's really what's different. It's not just here's the email, sign in and watch the courses, and then be on your way and best of luck to you. That's not the case here. In fact, there's very little for actual videos, and all of them are produced live, of course. So that's really what I think is different about this. And what I wasn't expecting from this program was the community. Just like I mentioned, going to a class, you have other students there. You have other people to kind of hold you accountable, to uplift you. And different programs have an element of that too. There's a Facebook group, but not to this extent. I've never been in a group where they're so uplifting, and I shouldn't even call them a group. They're not a group. They're a family. They're people that are there to support you when you're at the most vulnerable stages of learning. And I was blown away by how inspirational these other people's stories are, and how ambitious and driven they are. And the more that I surrounded myself and became a part of that family, the more it uplifted me and actually made the teachings from Dan and his team stick with me even deeper. So just immersing myself in that community, that was not something I was expecting, because it seems like that wasn't something I did in a lot of the other programs, just because there was a missing element of even the teachers, the instructors in those other programs were never there. And going into Dan's program, they were there every day. They would be commenting. Dan and his team, were there to direct and shape and to give you feedback where necessary, instead of just the students trying to figure it out on their own, like it is in so many other programs. So the biggest thing I've actually received from this is skills that will significantly impact me in my whole life. These aren't just tactics and tricks and hacks like so many other programs are teaching, which are often short-lived. It's something changes in the industry, whether it be around marketing or whatever it is. It always seems like they're based around tactics and never the principles, which is what we actually learn in the HTC program. And the principles are really what allow you to see the opportunity. And now as I go through my life, it's impacted every aspect of my life. I see everything with a different set of lenses, if you would. And I can see it impacting even my friends, my family. And I can see it already impacting and shaping who I've become, or who I'm becoming, and who I want to really strive to be. That picture of me, the best version of me that I've had for a number of years, and how to achieve that. And so I'm very grateful for Dan and his team, extremely grateful, like deeply and profoundly grateful for this. I've been going through different programs since I was very, very young. I started at a very young age in my teens, right out of high school, and I may look young here, but I'm actually 27, and so I've never been through a program quite as critical to becoming that person I want to be. Lots of other things I've gotten bits and pieces. I would say that this is easily 1,000 times the experience that I've ever had from anything else I've paid for in the past. So that's just been profound, and I'm deeply grateful for Dan and his team and all this unsung heroes that you don't see that help make this program a reality. If you're watching this and you're considering joining the program, don't think twice. The investment is a drop in the bucket compared to the actual return. I would have paid quite a bit more just for the emotional return, that clarity that it's given me, and the sense of direction of where I need to go to get to who I want to be. So, just ask yourself, what is that worth to you? What is that? What would you invest to know and to have the confidence to go through your life knowing that you could create what you want and you'll always have enough? What is that worth to you? I just ask you to answer that question for yourself. And I hope to see you inside the family and growing to become the best version of yourself, just as I am. Thank you.